He made major mistakes that he couldn't control, and that led to the bad governance protest. Fuel was removed, fuel price was removed. He removed he inflated, or so to say, the price of fuel by withdrawing the subsidy, and that had a very bad effect to our economy. So many people are suffering. People cannot eat one meal in a day, to talk of less the 3 meals one should eat in a day. So what I'm trying to say here is that the changes will be necessary because God's anger is already on the federal government. They know themselves. He should just step down for me and things will be well, because the time has come for God to use his own, his servant, to rule Nigeria. What I'm trying to say here is, don't say I didn't say it. God's anger is already on the federal government, and by the time he starts, everybody, every Dick and Harry in Nigeria will know that God's hand is in it. He removed Abacha, he removed so many people, and people knew God's hand was there. So let's see what God will do. I am talking directly to those that are managing the federal government. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Shetima, the Vice President, and the Senate President, and the National Chairman of All Progressive Congress. These 4 people, God's anger is on them. They are the ones heading the federal government. And they should listen to what I have said. By complying, let them change Tinubu to Amito, and it will be well with Nigeria, and it will be well with us. God has solutions to our battered security problems. And it's only God that can address this. He wants to use his servant to do it.
Mr. Mito,
yes.
You seem not to, either you are dodging the question he asked, or you didn't understand the question he asked. Politics is about party, about participation in primaries. You didn't buy the form. You said it was 100 million in 2003, and you didn't participate. In 2007, it was also 100 million. You didn't buy, you didn't protest, you didn't do anything. Now you are reading your account number. This account number, is it for you to buy a form or for you to contest election? Why do you think that party, even if they are going to drop Tinubu, there is somebody who bought form, who contested primaries with the president? Why do you think they will drop that person and pick you? That's one.
This present dispensation, nobody contested with him in 2027.
Somebody did.
Nobody.
Somebody did contest. Somebody from Rivers contested primaries with Tinubu. What's his name? Some primaries. I cover APC.
Well, it is not too late to that effect.
So what I'm saying
in Kogi State,
okay,
when Abdullahi died,
yes,
they substituted him.
Yes.
And so
how was he substituted?
They substituted him
with how? Yes.
With somebody that ran the primaries with him. And this time it is still not too late. Well, because we still have about 5-6 months that are still.
The primaries have been concluded.
They will do another one. Don't be moved. They will do another one.
Well, yeah, that's your own thing. Now, I'll ask this question. You mentioned Joe Biden that stepped down, American president,
yes,
who stepped down as for his second term,
yes,
when he was trying to campaign. He said they performed badly at a debate against Trump.
Yes.
You mentioned him. Why are you asking Tinubu to step down? On what basis? Performance or health or what? What exactly do you think Tinubu should step down on for?
In fact, what you have said, all of the above, is not on his side. He's aged now. He's not strong. He's not managing the affairs well. Because the area of security, as you know, they have changed severally the security architecture of Nigeria, and things remain the same because they have not gone to pluck or toast the right thing to be done. And that has to do with all able-bodied Nigerians that are up to 18 years and 45 should be ready to be trained as military men. Then they will equip them so that if there is any crime, in 2, 3, 5 minutes, they are there to check the effect of the crime. If we cannot do this, believe you me, things will remain and it might even deteriorate the way it is going.
Now, you don't believe that power should still remain in the south, because the hard argument here is south, north. North had 8 years by Buhari, and power has come to South, and South has just done 1 term. You are from the North Central. You are demanding that the power. So invariably, you are thinking alike with Atiku, who feels that power should come back to the North.
Yes. In fact, even if it were in the Southeast, I wouldn't have bothered, because there is long they tested that power also. And so, we are talking about first round. 2 of the geopolitical zone, Northwest and Southwest, they are holding their own share of the second tenure. What about the others? Are we not part of Nigeria? Who is there? Let them come out and tell him the truth. That is the problem that we have. Money has blocked, he has used his riches to block everybody's mouth. Let them come out and tell him. That is why I have started this.
If Tinubu refuses to step down, what are the consequences?
I have advised you as a man of God that God's anger is on him, on the federal government. And he is the main administrator of the federal government. God's wrath is on him. He knows. Let him just step down. If not, by the time God starts, everybody will know that God is at work. I told you about the president, the vice president, the senate president, and the national chairman of All Progressive Congress. These 4 people, they are the ones holding the federal government. And they should be careful. If they want peace and joy to reign, let them quietly buy the phone for me and let him stay down. It will be well with him. Nigerians, this is the last time that we have, the last hope that we have, in fact the last opportunity that we have to change Tinubu to Ameh to come 2027. The writer of this article is also the author of my presidential ambition, an advocate of a presidential candidate. I am a male, aged 65 years, born on the 12th day of December 1960, from Benue State, Nigeria, married with 3 children, a retired superintendent road commander, former fire officer of Road Safety Headquarters, RSHQ. As it was, I advised during the All Progressive Congress APC National Convention in 2022, when the National Executive were being elected and inaugurated. Again, during the primaries to elect her candidate for the presidential election, Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu was elected, who eventually became the president of Nigeria till date, as he was sworn in on the 29th May 2023. In his inaugural speech, he initiated an action that the reaction effect was not taken care of. What am I trying to say here? He withdrew the fuel subsidy. He is not a physicist. He knew nothing about Sir Isaac Newton's third law. This law also holds in the humanities, and this was a major mistake he made. That is, he couldn't control as he reacted, as the reactional effect came into play 1 year and 2 months, when he brought the 70,000 naira minimum wage. The wage couldn't control the already battered effect. If I were him, or what he could have done was to place the wage at 120,000 naira. So after deductions, the poor worker can go home with at least 100,000 naira. One governor in southeast of Nigeria is already paying 104,000 naira. A proof to that effect led to the anti-bad governance protest. I want to use this medium to inform Nigerians that we should not look and allow him make another mistake in the area of our battered security. Come 2027, we should replace him with Amito, who has solutions to our needs and our problems. Refer to the above write-up. Now the power is in Southwest for the second time since 1999, May 29th. Northwest has also occupied it 2 times. Obasanjo Tinubu, Yaradua Buhari, of blessed memory respectively. North Central, Middle Belt, where I come from, have never since 1914 to date produced a civilian president. To this end, I present myself as a sacrificial lamb. The cost of the presidential form in APC in 2023 was 100 million naira. It was so high that I could not afford it. In 2027, it's going to be more than maybe 1 billion naira. Who knows? I am about to do something that is unusual in our democracy and in the world. That is to challenge an incumbent in his or her party. Nobody is ready to tell Tinubu the truth. President Biden of USA was advised to step aside, and he did just that because of his poor performance in the presidential debate with President Trump. This may be the last time, an opportunity that the masses have to put their own in villa. You can do this by supporting Amito by paying in 20 naira into his current account with the First Bank, with account name as Ameh, Itodo Ameh, and account number as 200 82 13 619. If we can do this, he will be in Villacon 2027. Tell your friends, your loved ones, and your enemies alike that John 14:14, God is saying that if you ask for anything in his name, he will do it. Similarly, in Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2, God again is saying that when the righteous are in authority, the poor rejoice. But when the wicked brethren rule, the people mourn. Lastly, as a man of God, as an evangelist of Church of Christ, I will do just as you pray for me. I will do good as you pray for me. Politics is like a seed. If you plant it, it will grow. And you don't need to be great to start, but you need to start to be great. Please, because of God, don't destroy this write-up and this saying. Please pass it to your loved ones and pass the message to other people. As an evangelist of Church of Christ, pray, committing the above biblical references to come to pass in Nigeria. Long live Amito, Ameh, Itodo Ameh, and long live Nigeria. As Nigeria will be great again, God's willing. Thank you.
All right, so